This is likely the most bizarre US immigration story you have ever heard. In March 2018, Mr. Ravi, an Indian in the United States, paid thousands of dollars to a university called the University of Farmington. He paid $12,500 in tuition to enroll as a student, expecting to take classes, of course, right? So he came in as an F1 student. At the time of his enrollment, Mr. Ravi was unaware that the university was not a university at all. The University of Farmington was a fictitious or a fake university. It had been established in 2016 by the US government, specifically a component of DHS, that is the Homeland Security Investigations, HSI. Now, the HSI created the university as a part of an undercover operation aimed at identifying student visa holders who fraudulently maintained their student visa status. And the HSI also wanted to identify recruiters who assisted these student visa holders in such immigration fraud. So the University of Farmington presented itself to prospective and enrolled students as if it were a genuine university. So the University of Farmington had a physical presence in Farmington Hills in Michigan. They had a web presence that included a professional website and active social media accounts. They also engaged in direct communication with prospective and enrolled students via postal and electronic mail, so physical mail and email, right? The university had also advertised that it had credentials that included a state accreditation from the state of Michigan, a national accreditation, and a listing on the DHS list of certified schools, right, as an SEVP certified school. So ICE agents also posed as university officials and recruited foreign nationals, mainly from India, to enroll in this fake university. So when Mr. Ravi enrolled at the University of Farmington, he was informed by university administrators that he would receive a course schedule and he would be able to take courses. Despite contacting the university administrators to ask about classes and assignments, he never received a course schedule, and he ultimately did not attend any classes or complete any assignments. So the government's operation eventually came to light, right? But the government did not provide the paid for education, and the US government also did not reimburse the students the monies that they had paid. So the fake university, that's the US government, actually collected about $6 million in student tuition payments without ever providing classes or educational opportunities to these people. So in January 2019, HSI closed down the University of Farmington and began taking enforcement actions against enrollees of the university and recruiters who brought these enrollees to the university. Attorneys for the students who were arrested said that they were unfairly trapped by the US government, since the DHS, or Department of Homeland Security, had said on its website that the university was legitimate. The US government's argument was that while these people were enrolled at the university, 100% of the foreign citizen students never spent a single second in a classroom, and that if they were truly about obtaining an education, then the university would not have been able to attract anyone because it had no teachers, classes, or educational services. So over 250 people were arrested, and about 7 of the 8 recruiters who were criminally charged for trying to recruit students, they pleaded guilty and they were sentenced in Detroit, right? So approximately 600 students in the United States, based on this sting operation, they lost their visas. Some were detained in immigration facilities. Some of the students faced deportation. So these students face deportation from the United States, fines, and then they also face bans from re-entering the United States. Now, Mr. Ravi brought an action in the United States Court of Federal Claims, that's the claims court, against the United States, alleging a breach of contract and an accompanying breach of the implied covenant of good faith and fair dealing. The government moved to dismiss the action for lack of subject matter jurisdiction under the Tucker Act. The claims court ultimately dismissed the complaints for lack of jurisdiction subject matter jurisdiction without reaching the other issues. So Ravi appealed, and the Court of Appeal reversed the claims court's dismissal, and they have remanded the case for further proceedings. So the latest court ruling was in June 2024, and they have reinstated the lawsuit which was filed by the students, allowing them to seek reimbursements for tuition, as well as returning the case to trial court for further proceedings. This is a very interesting case, and it just highlights to what extent the U.S. immigration or the U.S. government, they are willing to undertake sting operations just to uncover immigration fraud. Okay, so if you have any questions about the case, you find it interesting, drop your comments below. You need help with U.S. immigration case, contact us 802-780-0564. Can't wait to speak with you. Follow for more.